Good afternoon, faculty, staff. Hang on. That's better. Okay. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, families, and especially the graduating members of the class of 2020. Welcome to the Holy Name School virtual graduation ceremony. Today marks such a momentous occasion in your young lives. A time in which you would want to share with everyone you know. A moment when together as a community, you share and show off your accomplishments. Yet instead of being together in the holy name of Jesus Church, surrounded by peers, teachers, and friends, we find ourselves in this new realm of celebration. As you think about all the accomplishments made over the years since kindergarten and recall the first time you stepped into Holy Name School, you might think of certain people. Your teachers as they welcomed you to class, your families as they hugged you goodbye and wished you a good day, your principals as they made the morning announcements, your friends as they smiled and spoke of a sports win over the weekend or an assignment that took forever to finish or worry about a test that day. These are all important and relevant memories that helped mold you into the graduate you are today. Another moment in time that helped mold you is the moment we have today. Due to the coronavirus, yours as well as everyone else's on this planet's lives had changed. It's caused a dramatic and significant shift into what we consider as normal. Being able to adapt to a new environment is often a theme that is attributed to commencement exercises such as this one. The word commencement means to begin anew, but we as a society need to begin anew in a totally and different form than what we've expected and for much longer than what we had anticipated. It gave us as educators an opportunity to see how adaptable the students and families of Holy Name could truly be, and you have impressed us tremendously. Looking back to a year ago, I was ending an 18-year teaching career at my previous school and began my journey at Holy Name. It was a time when I had to make a dramatic change in what was familiar to me. But I will always remember meeting with some of the class of 2020 when you were 7th graders at your family mass. I recall you all being so kind and inquisitive and willing to share all the wonderful things that Holy Name had to offer. Me becoming your principal was a change that we both had to adjust to, but because of your kindness of spirit, your welcoming demeanor, and your love of community turned a time of uncertainty for me into a joyful and exciting moment. Throughout the year, we certainly grown to know each other better, and I was fortunate enough to work alongside the student council members, serve as a substitute teacher for many of your classes, and be your HSPT prep math teacher. I was able to share fun and exciting times with you at the Fright Fest, with basketball games and rallies, congratulating you for science fair wins, successful school tours, high school acceptances, and experiencing memorable times through photos like your East Coast trip or playing bingo on a Zoom call. And while we only got to spend 2/3 of the school year together, I always will have a deep connection to the Holy Name class of 2020. You will be the first names of graduates that I get to speak as principal, and that is something I will cherish forever. But while these are times of abnormalcy, they are times of great change and challenge. Our world is filling up with conflicting personalities, and sometimes those differences can cause backlash and opinion and mistrust. But as Pope Francis has stated, we all have the duty to do good. But I know that each of you knows what is right and what is good and what is moral and what is just. Your job now as the next generation is to integrate yourself into the world around you, no matter what the world looks like. You all have distinctive traits that can add so much to the ever-growing and complex world. You have the abilities and qualities for positive change in your heads and in your hearts, and a connection to the world at your fingertips. I have realized from life events that change is inevitable. And no matter how ready you may think you are for change, you can never really prepare yourself fully for it. And that change can come in many different forms, as we've clearly seen due to the COVID-19 crisis. And that these new beginnings can create a road that can be very difficult to maneuver. But always know that you can ask for help and the road will get straighter. You will always have friends and family to help guide you. Now, class of 2020, I bid you farewell from the faculty and staff here at Holy Name School. Whether you joined us in kindergarten or 8th grade or somewhere in the middle, you have left an imprint on our school. It has been a long time since we posted a graduating class photo up on the walls of the school, but I am happy to announce that the class of 2020 graduating photo will be installed over the summer. And as classes walk by your picture from years to come, may you be an inspiration to those students who are eager to wear the cap and gown and become graduates of Holy Name School too. May you all be blessed on your future journeys to high school and beyond. Congratulations, class of 2020. Okay, I think I have to put this back. Okay, there we go. Is that better? Okay. Oh wait, there's more? Oh, hang on. Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to say it. Now are some words from a few of your fellow graduates. Enjoy.
Good evening, Father Arnold, Mr. Miller, students, faculty, staff, parents, and all those who are participating in this first ever virtual graduation. I am Winthrop Newbarth, your Assistant Executive Commissioner. It is with great privilege that Dean and I are able to speak on behalf of the class of 2020. It feels like just yesterday we all met each other and started to make so many lasting memories together. Our class is definitely a special one as we have gone through so much together and have had so much happen in the past 9 years. Through thick and thin, during our lows and our highs, through our triumphs and setbacks, our class has stuck together. And although some may have come and gone throughout the years, our class is a family and we are as strong as ever. It is hard not to be a family after we've experienced so many things together, like our first Fright Fest, where we got to throw rings around pumpkins, try hard to win goldfish at the ping pong toss, or even run around on the jumpy house. And who can forget the dreaded haunted house? You only dared to go in if you were brave enough. Or how can we forget our first Christmas concert, where we tried our hands at performing for a live audience? We got dressed up and sang our hearts out without a care in the world. What about our first recess together? Who can forget where we mingled with each other and made new friends? We played fun games like tag and hopscotch as well during it. These experiences have made for some unforgettable times and have helped bring us together, but they're definitely not the only ones we have made. I remember our first day in kindergarten, where we got to meet each other for the first time, and we did not know what to expect. We had a blast making bullets and displaying them to the class. Later on that year, we met our 5th grade buddies who showed us compassion and taught us how to behave in church. Of course, the year could have not gone so smoothly without our teacher, Miss Dodds. Thank you for a wonderful kindergarten year. Then it was time for 1st grade, where we tasted and learned about foods from many different food groups. We watched baby chicks hatch and learned about the mystical writing that was cursive. None of us can forget the many times where we gathered on the carpet. Whether it was to read a book or to learn about Johnny Appleseed, we had a blast. Thank you to Mrs. Provence, who gave us an amazing 1st grade year. Once 1st grade was over, we moved on to 2nd grade, where we had our first author's night. At author's night, we read stories we had written to an audience of our parents. We also sang the national anthem at the Cow Palace during the Bulls game. We met our 8th grade buddies and learned all about them when we conducted our interviews. Thanks, Mrs. Amard, for an awesome 2nd grade year. In 3rd grade, we had the privilege of becoming an altar server and began our athletic careers in CYO. We read Thunder Cake, and then Miss Labos made the actual cake from the story for all of us to enjoy. We played Friday games where we got to play games with each other, and Miss E introduced us to our great taste in music. Thank you to Mrs. Fabio for giving us our amazing 3rd grade experience. When 3rd grade was over, we moved on to 4th grade, where we went to Gold Camp. At Gold Camp, we learned how to dance like cowboys and pan for gold like prospectors. Mr. Juan gave us family time every now and then, where we could take a break from schoolwork to hang out with each other. Perhaps the most memorable experiences from 4th grade were the super fun skits we performed. We could try acting while informing the class about a topic. Thanks, Mr. Wan, for our fantastic 4th grade year. Then in 5th grade, we learned more about math and we had new responsibilities. We were allowed to have kindergarten buddies in church and take care of them, and we explored AT&T Park to learn about geometry. Afterwards, we got to take home bobbleheads. We also savored our last moments before middle school. Thank you, Ms. McCullough, for giving us our spectacular last year before junior high. Once 5th grade was over, it was time to transition to junior high. In 6th grade, we went on a week of field trips to places like the John Steinbeck Museum, where we learned more about the world-famous author. We also went to the beach, where we helped the community by picking up trash. We got to use iPads, which made learning easier. We were introduced to Mrs. Nolan's Bell, and we adapted to the new environment. Thank you to Mr. Contreras and Mr. Nolan, who gave us an astounding 6th grade year. In 7th grade, we took a trip to Caritas Creek, where we bonded closely with each other through serendipities, night hikes, and mud dodgeball. We also had the freedom to walk around the campgrounds with each other. We watched news videos with Mrs. Nolan on Thursdays, and we learned more about each other when Mr. Riccio let us bring in food from our respective cultures at the end of the year. Thanks, Mrs. Nolan and Mr. Riccio, for giving us a breathtaking 7th grade year. Last but not least, we entered 8th grade. Though we had to get through distance learning, we still made tons of memories and had lots of fun. We got interviewed by our 1st and 2nd grade buddies, we learned about new topics like the Civil War, we went to a dance together, and we went to DC and New York City, where we had the chance to learn more about America's history, eat foreign foods at restaurants like Shake Shack, visit many places including the Empire State Building in Times Square, and do so much more. We bonded, spent all day with each other, and it was a perfect field trip to end our school year at Holy Name. Thank you, Mr. Riccio and Mr. Shen, for guiding us and giving us an extraordinary final year at Holy Name.
To our main office staff, Ms. Carr, Mrs. Cheatham, Mrs. Sullivan, and Ms. Ayong. You've always been there to help us when we were hurt, sick, or needed assistance. Your kindness has always been appreciated by all of us. Thank you also to Mr. Moriarty and Mr. DeLuca for supporting us throughout our time as athletes at Holy Name. Your guidance has always meant so much to us. Thank you to our principal, Mr. Miller. This being your first year at Holy Name did not stop you from fully embracing your role in improving the school. You made frequent visits to our classrooms, and you were always there in the schoolyard. We recognized immediately how much you cared for us, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you to all of the teachers, faculty, and staff, past or present. You have shaped us into the people we are today. Whether you were the one to correct our homework or the one to give us a Band-Aid and extended care, thank you for sharing your kindness and time with us. We've all become better people for having you in our lives. Last but not least, thank you to Father Arnold, the best pastor our school could ask for. Your guidance during our spiritual journey at Holy Name has been so important and appreciated. You have always found a way to incorporate the gospel into our lives, through songs sung in the schoolyard to a meaningful homily. Thank you for taking time out of your day to brighten ours. We will all miss you greatly, but we wish you the best as you move on to spread the gospel to others. In closing, I wish to congratulate the 8th grade graduates. You should all be proud of yourselves and your accomplishments, just like your family members are. Reach for the stars, and remember that failure is always on the road to success. Never give up and always stay true to yourself. No matter what happens, we will always have the memories we have made during our time here. Holy Name has a special place in all of our hearts, and always will. I would like to leave you with this quote: cherish the memories, and in our hearts they live forever. Thank you, Holy Name, for the memories that will live in my heart forever.
Good evening, Father Arnold, Mr. Miller, faculty, staff, families, and graduates. Although this isn't the most ideal way to close out our school year, I'm happy that we're all here together to celebrate this very special day. Today is the day we have been patiently waiting for since the beginning of our Holy Name careers. Today is the start of new beginnings for all of us. This past school year has been filled with many challenges and obstacles in which we didn't expect to come our way. I don't think anyone anticipated having an online ceremony or a drive-through graduation, but as always, we persevered and made the best of the situation. we figured out ways to successfully celebrate our accomplishments and hard work from the past 9 years. As a class, we have been able to come together and get through anything, no matter how tough or overwhelming it may seem. Our graduation is very unique in comparison to every other class before us. This monumental event will never be forgotten. Although it's not how we pictured our final goodbyes, we're still able to smile and get through it with the support of our families, friends, and classmates. The obstacles we face and the way we overcome them have proven how special the class of 2020 is. Our parents and teachers have all told us we are a very special group of individuals different from the rest. And today, we get to prove that their words are true. Today we are graduating from Holy Name, and because of our experience, we are able to leave with the hope of bigger and brighter futures. Many of us have been together at Holy Name since kindergarten, while a few have recently joined our Holy Name family. Regardless of when you came, you've made our class better in so many ways. We've created enough memories to fill up the sun. I'm very thankful for every person since everyone has changed each other's life in many positive ways. Our class is filled with funny, creative, talented, smart, and kind people. Some of us will be moving on with our classmates to our next adventure, and others will be heading out on their journey by themselves. It's going to be different leaving the comforts we've had being at Holy Name and seeing the same familiar and friendly faces every day. For the next 4 years of our lives, we'll be taking on new chapters and creating new friendships, but none of us should let that take away from all the memories created here at Holy Name. We can never forget the overnight camping trips to Gold Camp, Caritas Creek, and DC in New York. The St. Cecilia tournaments, rallies, and catwalks have brought us endless amounts of fun and laughter that we can always look back on. All the events that we've participated in as a class will remain with us forever. We can't forget how many times we've died of laughter in class, laughing until our stomachs hurt and we almost fall out of our chairs. With all these memories, we know there is so much we will never forget. As a Holy Name family, we have formed many special bonds. We will never forget our classmates, some of our first friends we ever made, and the lasting friendships that have endured the test of time and distance. We will never forget our teachers, those who have taught us since the beginning, and those who came to educate us this year. Each class, we learned many lessons that went far beyond the textbook. We will never forget Holy Name, our second home, for the past 9 years because it has made us who we are today. As our time at Holy Name has come to a close, I hope you find comfort in the memories that we have made and the lessons we have been taught. From our first days at Holy Name to our last, we've been proud Panthers waiting for this day. Many of us have dreamt about our graduation, and now it is upon us. I wish you all nothing but the best, and as our journey at Holy Name comes to a close, may you remember the family you made here and keep it close to your heart. Although we may not be in the same classroom, city, or state, all together, we are always going to be proud Holy Name students. Congrats, class of 2020. We made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Winthrop, Dean, and Jalen. I would like to now pass the virtual mic over to some familiar faces to offer up some fond farewells to the class of 2020.
Hey, what's up, 8th grade? Congratulations! Actually, not 8th grade. What's up, high schoolers? So weird. You guys are getting older now. You're getting long in the tooth, as my friends would say. Congratulations, guys. You guys did it. I'm so proud of you guys. I'll always remember that you guys were my first 4th grade family when I first started working here at Holy Name. And to help me remember that, here's this amazing quilt that you guys made with Mrs. K for the auction. And you guys ended up giving to me as an end of the year gift. So just a reminder to everyone of our first 4th grade family. Also a reminder of how amazing I am. So thanks, guys. So proud of you guys. I'll miss you. You can always come back and visit, but remember, usually when you break out of jail, you don't really want to come back too often. Enjoy your freedom. All right, guys, take care.
Hi, 8th grade. You made it. Graduation. Who would ever thought that 3 years would have flown by like this?
Maybe you wish it went a little quicker sometimes, but it flew by for me. I just wanted to say thank you for being my first class that I've graduated from 6th grade. You were the first class I was with for 3 years. So you guys will always hold a special place in my heart. I loved hanging out with you. I followed you 6th grade field trips, Caritas, DC, New York. I don't know if I followed you or you followed me, one of those two. But I liked hanging out with you, and I loved being your teacher. Teaching you science and history over these last 3 years brought me a lot of joy. I was very happy to do it. You guys are awesome. I'm proud of you. Wherever you go, I know you will succeed. And if you ever need anything, if you ever need any help, you always have a friend here at Holy Name in me. And when all this is over, please come back and give me a hug so we can have a proper goodbye. Love you guys. Bye.
Hi to the class of 2020. I know the school year ended very differently from what we all first expected at the start of the year when you entered 8th grade. But please don't dwell on it. Look back on this year as a time when you learned something new about yourselves. Going forward, use that something to make you an even stronger person than you already are. The teachers and I know that each of you have very strong capabilities, but the trick is to use them for your benefit and the benefit of others. Finally, to the graduating class of 2020, go out and make a difference.
Congratulations, 8th graders. I'm so excited for you. I want to leave you with a few words that are from my favorite book by Dr. Seuss, and it's called Oh, the Places You'll Go. So quickly, congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any directions you choose. Congratulations. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. So take care, 8th graders. Come back and visit, and hope to see you in the near future. Bye.
Hello, my dear 8th grade graduates. I want to congratulate you on graduating and all the accomplishments from the last 9 years. You've got big, bright, beautiful futures, and I hope you come back to visit to let me know how things are going, to talk about the Warriors and my cats. And of course, I can't leave you without a couple of pieces of advice. The first being, be kind and work hard, because if you do, everything's going to go well for you. But the other piece of advice comes from someone who you may have heard of, somebody that we all are very fond of, and his name is Stephen Curry. And here's what he said. What I tell people is just be the best version of yourself in anything that you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world, but the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack or what you have too much of. All you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do and what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful in whatever you put your mind to. Make sure you live in the moment and work your butt off every single day. I hope I inspire people all around the world to just be themselves, be humble, and be grateful for all the blessings in your life. Thank you very much. And of course, he's right. Again, I love you. I'm going to miss you. Congratulations. And come visit.
Hello, Holy Name Panthers. This is Mr. Shen, your science teacher. I want to start by saying congratulations to all of you. You all will become high school students in about 2 months. I know this pandemic is making everything much more difficult, especially during your last year here at Holy Name. But I'm just very proud that all of you tried really hard and worked really hard, even at home. As you may aware, this is my first year at the school. I'm just really grateful that you guys were all very welcoming, and that made my first year enjoyable and memorable. I definitely enjoyed every single moment we had together in science, and I wish you feel the same way. I cannot wait to see you guys come back and visit. I will wish you a happy and safe summer. Thank you.
First, I wish to congratulate the graduates and their families. Families, thank you for supporting your graduate. Without your support, our graduates would not be standing here today. To the graduating class of 2020, congratulations, you did it. We should not cry because it's over, but we need to smile because it happened. And for me, I was lucky enough to be your homeroom teacher for 2 years. As I think back to our time at Caritas Creek, the stormiest week in all my years being up there, it was one of the best trips I'd ever been on. You didn't let all the rain spoil your time at camp. You made the best of it. You smiled, you laughed, and you all grew as a class. Once the tears were wiped away and all the muddy and damp clothes dried, you all came together with new eyes for each other. You were able to strengthen and form new bonds with each other. Although the current situation of sheltering in place has changed your last trimester of 8th grade, you've all found ways to laugh, smile, support one another, and continue to grow closer. I cannot believe the time has come to say our goodbyes. I know we all had a 2020 vision as to what we thought this amazing 8th grade year would look like. Just like anything in life, sometimes things don't go as planned. Nevertheless, it has been an awesome year watching each and every one of you grow into mature, kind, and spectacular individuals. The year has come and gone so quickly. There is so much more I wish we could have been able to do, see, talk about, and learn. But I know we cannot look back on the past or live in a life of what ifs and if onlys. I'm excited for your futures, and I know you will accomplish many great things. I want nothing but the very best for you in the years to come. I know that each and every one of you will succeed in anything you put your mind, heart, and effort into. Remember to always work hard, to never give up, and to be anything you want to be. The future is bright for each of you. Holy Name has been your second home for many years, and although we wish you could stay forever, it's time for you to continue your journey to greatness. Although you are leaving, I hope that you always remember your time at Holy Name and never forget the friendships you have built and the support you have shown and received for each other. As we have learned time and again, Holy Name School is not just the building, but the people inside that truly make it a community. I hope Holy Name will always be a second home to you, with familiar faces and warm welcomes. Please remember that no amount of miles or length of time will ever be too great to separate you from one another. You will forever be a Panther, and Holy Name will always be a part of you. Make sure that you always take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go, because it's not only about the destination, but the journey and the experiences along the way that matter. To the class of 2020, I wish you the best. Congratulations.
Dear Holy Name School Class of 2020, what a year! I'm so proud of your achievements. I was proud of you when things were normal. I am even prouder now that despite of the challenges and limitation caused by this pandemic, you were able to pull it through. You are like gold tested with fire. Remember, the road to success is not straight. There is a curve called failure, a loop called confusion, speed bumps called friends, red lights called enemies. Caution lights, called family. You will have flat tires, called jobs. But you have spare wheel, called determination. An engine called perseverance. Insurance called faith. And a driver called Jesus. You will make it to a place called success. My fellow graduates, congratulations. I call you fellow graduates because I am graduating from Holy Name Parish too, as I am moving to another parish next month. But once a holy namer, we are holy namers forever. Wherever we may go, always shout, I love you, Holy Name. In your arms we are blessed. I love you, Holy Name. In our hearts, you're the best. But most of all, in good times and bad times, always remember the holy name of Jesus. May Jesus be always your strength and constant guide. 2 thumbs up. Congratulations once again, and God bless you.
This concludes the virtual graduation ceremony. Congratulations, 2020 grads. All the best to you. We'll miss you guys. Congratulations. Good night.
On your wings we soar on high. Lead us to your light, so our future gleams. Your holy name, O Christ, we glorify. Noble in unity, as we share diversity, multicultural, yet one family, embracing our unique community. I love you, holy name. In your arms we are blessed. I love you, holy name. In our hearts you're the best. Life full of golden days, often filled with happy friends. Voices we will raise, praying for God's grace. Each day we give you thanks to